Today on Tamron Hall, the one and only Nate Berkus is here, and Nate's bringing the stories, the style, and the surprises. Nate's revealing the journey behind his new book, Foundations, and sharing how to create a home that feels timeless and truly yours.
It should evoke a memory or a story.
Plus, Nate's serving up fresh holiday inspiration to elevate your table and your season, including the most controversial thing under his own roof. Tamron Hall starts now.
I give you everything I am. You give it back to me and more. We're gonna make our dreams come true and live a good life, good life, good life.
Welcome to the show. Amazing. Have a sit down. Have a seat. Have a seat. Listen, I love this time of the year when home becomes the heart of everything. It is where the people we love come in and out like they live there. Home isn't about keeping up with trends. It's about how your space makes you feel, right? It's about creating a space that we love. I tell people all the time, my favorite place in the world is my own home. Truly. From my first tiny rental apartment in Bryan College Station, they asked me for pictures. I'm like, you do know I'm 100 years old. We didn't have iPhones to photograph all of our spaces back then. To the home that I share with Moses and my husband now. And so today we're talking about what makes a home truly timeless with one of the most celebrated designers in the world. Fun fact, he is the most Googled designer in America. The Nate Berkus is here. I love it. So for 30 years, even with that baby face, for 30 years, Nate has helped people understand that design is not about rules, right? It is about your heart. His new book is so beautiful. It's called Foundations, timeless design that feels personal. It's filled with stunning rooms, but also meaningful lessons about life and family and finding calm in your own space, no matter the size of that space. Tam, please welcome the iconic designer, best-selling author, Nate Berkus! Welcome to the show! Come on over here! Look at that!
You know what Jeremiah says about that?
Have a seat, I want to hear.
Wait.
Have a seat.
Hi, guys.
I'm leaning all down. I've knocked over the furniture. I'm so excited. You were saying your husband says, what
He
about
says,
this photo?
The mustache came back.
The mustache.
He's like, no, definitely not.
Well, you've got medium. That was Tom
Well,
Selleck mustache. This is medium.
That was an experiment.
That's interesting because in the book you talk about, experimenting with our space. You experiment with your look because I feel like we met when we were both in Chicago, I don't know, 30 years ago.
Shh.
Well, you
You're
have the
blowing
baby.
our.
I'm blowing our
you
cover.
don't think you have a baby? Does she not have a baby
No.
face? Come on. What is happening?
We cannot hide our age, especially
true.
you, because you're the most Googled designer in America. Did you know that in
I
America?
did not know that when you just said that and I was backstage. I thought to myself, that's cool.
It is. My
Like,
team
Mom, are you
found
watching
that.
this right
Your
now?
mom,
That is
Nancy.
really cool, right?
I love it because you mentioned your mom. Your book is dedicated to your mom.
It is.
You talked about how you were this kid and I think the quote was, you knew the design scales of furniture and your mother embraced that.
Well, my mom was an interior designer.
Yeah.
So Mom taught us how to shop. And actually, Mom used to say, and we shop, designers shop a certain way, okay? We don't just like go and buy. The misconception is that we go and spend top dollar on everything.
Yeah.
But the good designers, they know how to get a deal. And that is 30 years in, my favorite part of my job. And Mom used to take me to, those antiques malls in every town.
What? Of course,
yeah, you
yes.
know.
My aunt's
But-
sister used to take me
Yeah, well, my job was going all the way from the back to the front to ask the grumpy old person for the key so my mom could unlock the thing and find out what was in there. But she really taught me how to source, and she taught me to love things that have character.
Right.
And our house didn't look like everybody else's house.
Well, that's the point, right? And that's why I love the book so much. You talk about that this book has been years in the making. that you've done nothing like this before, but
Never.
the timing was everything. I think you said something to the effect of you needed to have life experience to create this book?
I did. So, you know, a lot of people at my stage of career, 30 years of owning and operating a design firm with offices in LA, New York, here, it's time to put out that glossy $150 book that is just like all these images of these homes that no one can afford to live in, and no one ever will, and no one's ever gonna meet any of the people that live there. And I said, no, I don't want to do that. I want a book that's under $50, and I want to include, thank you. But it was really important to me because it matters to me. And so for 30 years, everything I've learned went into that book. I couldn't have done that book 5 years ago. I couldn't have done it 4 years ago. So it really was, Oprah actually said to me when I was first on her show, when I was first on Oprah, she said to me, you're gonna get a lot of opportunities out there in the world. Don't be dumb and design things that people can't have.
I love, and you've taken that advice. And
100%.
Oprah was on book tour with you.
Yeah.
And you talk about that moment on Oprah's show 30 years ago. I think the room was like a 300 square foot office.
Everything.
I think we actually have that clip.
No, you have that clip?
Well.
Oh my God, you guys, I'm a baby. Hang on 1 second. You're gonna be like, what's that baby doing on TV?
Well, let's see. I think we have it in action. Do you guys have it? Let's play it.
Results are phenomenal. Look at this. With just 319 square feet to work with, Nate worked every inch. Here's what it looks like now.
So 30 years ago, 300 square foot space, she gave you this advice of making sure you continue to remember that, yeah, we like to look at these beautiful pictures, but in fact, most of our homes are a matter of collectible things that mean something.
And it's
a
never been about
vacation or a
money,
gift.
Tamron. It's never been about having a huge budget. It's always been about making your home personal and thinking about design in a way that's a little bit different than what you are reading and seeing on home makeover shows and listening to people like me. The book is about slowing down and really taking a beat to understand what decisions you can make that not only represent you right now, but represent who you've been and probably more importantly, who you aspire to be.
Wow,
and that's what that is about.
I know in the book, you have what you call the 4 tenets of good design. Make it personal, embrace history, build character, develop a vision. I think my favorite is embrace history. Something you talk about in the book is that so often you feel like to have a space, you need new things, right? You talked about having a client who wanted all new things in her home, and you said, no, it's the chipped bowl. It's something that someone gave you that brings character. You don't always have to rush into the store and spend money to have the space matter. I love that.
And that's what I mean by slowing down, because we all leave the house on the weekend and we run to buy brand new pillows, and we see something on Instagram and we have to have a new spice rack.
Sale. I need this.
Oh my God, and no payments till 3005. And and it's
Are you in my cart? How do you know?
I am. I'm in your phone, Tamron. This is really uncomfortable for so many reasons. But no, it's interesting to me because I feel like, back in the day when I started, Martha Stewart is credited with getting everybody to think about home in a different way. I came around very shortly after that, started doing all these TV makeovers, and then the design world exploded. And I hate trends. I think they're designed to make us feel bad about what we don't have.
Okay, go on, unpack that.
I don't like
unpack
it.
That.
I don't like it. I think trends are designed. Somebody in an office decides, you know what, if we tell everybody they need Kelly Green, we're gonna sell a lot of Kelly Green, not just for home, sweaters, lipstick, whatever, it doesn't matter. I've always been vehemently anti-trend because I think it's so much more important that our homes represent us. And when you're paying attention to all the different trends out there, and there's a new one every 10 minutes. How do you come home and have your home rise up to greet you if you're trying to be a part of what everybody else says you should be doing? It does not work.
Have your home rise up to greet you. That is how you are supposed to feel
every day
when you walk through your space. Coming up, Nate takes us inside one of his most breathtaking projects ever, a real estate fantasy in the sky, and then we get to find out how he and Jeremiah balance that beautiful home with having children in the home. I am trying to figure that out. We'll be right back.